All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Ka Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harikak Wadash, my mom. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and my elder Harold one as well. Salutations to the icon that are pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Khanak Sa'am Ban Yashar from the Lions in the Yashar camp. This lesson that I'm doing is kind of like another Lions Den news and prophecy. And the title of the article goes, excuse me, Shalakia, terrible way to die. Putin is using thermobaric warheads in Ukraine. All right, and this is a picture of them, I guess. It looks vicious, but what it also looks like is the coming of our Lord. You know, Yahweh Shai to bring judgment on this earth. All right. It says a Russian armored attack flamethrower vehicle with signature Z emblazoned on the armor was used against Russian forces once captured by Ukraine. The defending forces quickly deployed their ability to operate the weapon. Development was in many ways not particularly surprising, given the large number of Russian armored vehicles that have been abandoned by soldiers who simply do not want to fight Ukrainians. Tanks, armored personnel carriers, and even Soviet-era TOSIA multiple rocket launchers capable of firing thermobaric warheads have been left fully intact by fleeing Russian fighters who have in large numbers supply taken off their vehicles. All right, so these flame-throwing, so I guess that is the picture of it right there, flame-throwing missile launchers, man. All right, and you know, that's symbolic for what's to come, man. It says, much of this is likely due to poor morale among Russian troops and a simple lack of purpose among less enthusiastic soldiers following Kremlin's orders in attacking Ukrainians. The weapon, called a TOSIA, is a Soviet-era system in which a multiple rocket launcher is integrated with a T-72 tank and use a heavy flamethrower. Boom. It says the TOSIA is many times referred to as Putin's most powerful weapon after nuclear weapons, and is considered by many a terror weapon for the sheer amount of ordnance it can place on a target. A weapon such as this can operate with a number of key tactical functions, including direct attack upon force considerations. Essentially, the TOSIA flamethrower has a powerful anti-personnel effect in terms of its ability to strike and incinerate groups of enemy fighters or blanket enemy area with suppressive fire and to enable force maneuvering. All right, so now this thing shoots, I don't want to say it's nuclear fire, but man, it's close to it. Man, that's a lot of heat. And some of these are be used on Ukrainian forces, some are used on Russian forces. So you had, I don't know how true that is, but you could have some Russian forces like not wanting to fight, just going AWOL and abandoning these vehicles. And I don't know, but what this is a precursor of what's to come, man. It says an article in Ukraine Today explains that TOSIA can attack enemy fortified positions and lightly armored vehicles and transport. When While not made public until 1999 in Omsk, the TOSIA seems to have been quietly generating a massive input on Russian strategic and tactical taking as it opens up new avenues of attack maneuvers. The TOSI was designed to attack enemy fortified positions and lightly armored vehicles and transport. First combat tests took place in 1988 and 1989 in the Penshur Valley during the Russian-Afghan War. The TOSI was shown for the first time in public in 1999 in Omsk, the Ukraine, the article states. All right. It says the range and guidance technology specifies of relevance to the TOSIA are difficult to discern, yet the weapon can lightly disrupt many enemy functions such as supply line transport, forward operating bases, or platforms that can be melted, blasted, or overheat to the point of explosion by intense flamethrowing, man. And I want to get a scripture real quick, because ultimately this is what all this is going to lead to. Let me get Isaiah. Chapter 9, verse 5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." All right, those are the old ways of fight, like hand-to-hand combat, Braveheart, things like that. But that's done away with. It says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So what's going on in Russia today, or in Ukraine today, is just a precursor of what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to bring, man. You know? So, with that being said, I mean, what should y'all be doing? Like, the Lord's bringing these prophecies right in front of your face, man. And you have people out there that have the audacity to try to argue and debate, like, I won't say vain topics, but like they want to debate bullshit all day when the Lord's finna bring straight fire on this place, straight judgment, man. This is a precursor leading into the second death, which is the denuclearization of the whole earth, man. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is going to make sure every single nuke that's ever been made, and these missiles right here, everyone that's ever been made, right, is going to be shot off. You know, the Lord's bringing that fire, man. Let me get Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Right, and that's and these are signs, right? Let's go back to it real quick. So what that thing looked like. All right, these are signs for what's to come. You know? Say, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh that shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, it shall neither leave them root nor branch. So what does that sound like? This right here. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That was Sarah Connor on the fence, man. Looking at the kids on the playground, if I'm not mistaken, and all of a sudden that nuclear destruction, boom. And this is the aftermath of that. So what we're seeing going on in Russia and Ukraine right now today is a precursor of what the destruction that the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is going to bring, man. Let me get Zechariah 14 and 12. And it says, And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, Slakia. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth, man. That's ultimate fire. So that fire that Russia's using right now, that's play fire compared to what the Lord's going to bring, man. The judgment that the Lord's going to bring on this place, America, Babylon the Great. You know? Let me get 2 Peter 2 and 3. No, 3 and 10, Slakia. In 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10, it says, But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That's the missiles hitting the earth. All right? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up, man. And that's what you're witnessing right now. You know, with the war that's going on in Ukraine, that's only the beginning of it. That's a fraction of what's to come in this place, man. A small fraction. It says, verse 11, or verse 10 again, it says, Behold, the day cometh, the day of the Lord will come as a, behold, the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Like, what should you be doing right now, man? The Lord is showing you signs of the judgment that he's going to bring. What should you be doing? All right? And ultimately, most of the destruction is going to come right here in America, man. So especially if you're in America, what should you be doing? And I'm going to get one more scripture to close it out with this. It's Revelation chapter 20, verse 14. And it says, And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. Right, that cast means turned into. So this place, these upper elites and everybody, right, that was with this wicked agenda here in America, being pushed by America, right, is going to be turned into what you see right here on this screen. Fire, man. Dust. It says, And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, which is right here in America. This is the second death. The first death was the flood. You see what he did with the water? Now he's bringing a flood of fire next, man. It says, And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Right. So all the ones that don't believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, right? And that's the judgment that's left for them. But those that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai shall reap salvation. As a matter of fact, let me go back to close it out. Let me go back to Malachi 4 and 2. It says, But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Right, so Yahweh Shai coming with those new bodies and salvation for the elect, the ones their names that are found written in the book, the ones that didn't bow down to the system, the ones that didn't move in fear, going to get the C hip, which is the MOTB, Revelation 13 and 16, man. See, our hope is in Yahweh by Shem Yahushai and salvation and sincerity and truth, man. And that's what's going to hold us all the way to the end, all right, and be our driving force to endure this long suffering and wait to meet the Lord. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and served its purpose. With that, I like Sekal, Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Harikak Wadash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of the great millstone and my elder Herawan as well. Salutations to the Akin that are pushing the truth to sincerity and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Shalom.